Hey, welcome into SportsCenter AM on YouTube. I'm David Lloyd. This is Ryan Smith.
And week one of the college football season is in the books. We now shift our focus to week 2 and a big top 10 matchup Saturday in Ann Arbor.
Huge brand name, iconic colors.
I learned how to live. I learned what to love. Carry down the good times. Lord, that's how I get by.
Oh, yeah, can't wait for this weekend in college football. We got football analyst Sam Acho with us to talk number 3 Texas and number 10 Michigan facing off in Ann Arbor on Saturday. Sam, give us a matchup within the matchup that you think could determine who wins.
Well, it's all about the battle in the trenches. Michigan is a physical football team. At least they were a physical football team until their 5 starting linemen all went to the NFL. So they have a lot of new starters. And what that means is that the Texas D-line will go up against a weaker Michigan offensive line. Last week against Fresno State, Michigan struggled. They weren't running the ball as efficiently. They weren't protecting the quarterback, their new quarterback, Davis Warren, as efficiently. You saw so many times where either running back and center would have a miscommunication or the offensive line would get beat. That's where Texas is going to have to come in and play big. You see Alex Orji, who's rotating with Warren as well. Usually Michigan's supposed to be this run-the-ball downfield football team, but they haven't done it. So that's the biggest matchup I'm looking for. What does Michigan's offensive line do versus a really good Texas defensive front led by guys like Barron Sorrell, Ethan Burke, etc.?
Yeah, a lot of people thought Michigan underperformed last weekend against Fresno State. They allowed 10 pressures versus Fresno State, their most in a non-conference regular season game since 2019. Not good. They got to correct that against Texas. And by the way, Texas, their quarterback, Quinn Ewers, 3 touchdowns, 1 INT in last week's blowout over Colorado State. Talk to us about Ewers. What do you need to see from him against that Wolverines defense?
Well, for as bad as Michigan's offense was, they are that good defensively. Quinn Ewers is going to be in for a test because guys like Will Johnson and Mason Graham, star defensive players for Michigan. Will Johnson had a pick 6 last week to help seal the game for his team. That pick wasn't Will Johnson. That was early in the game, I believe on Fresno State's first drive. So Mason Graham's on the interior. You see Grant as well. They're going to be pressured. So Quinn Ewers has to play sound football. What I mean by that is not turn the ball over. We saw in their 1 loss in the regular season last year, Quinn Ewers had 2 interceptions versus Oklahoma. One was early in the game. And so actually both were early in the game. And so Quinn has to play clean football, especially when pressure's coming from all angles.
Okay, so who are you picking to win this game?
I'm picking Texas to win this game. I think that their experience on the defensive side of the ball, combined with their talent at quarterback, that's the difference, right? Texas has a quarterback who's probably going to be a top 10 pick. Michigan was still, in a lot of ways, in a quarterback competition. So I'm picking Texas from the quarterback position and also the experience on the defense.
Okay, wait, where'd you go to school again?
I went to the University of Texas, but St. Mark's in Dallas is my high school, so it depends what you're talking about. Got my MBA from Thunderbird School of Global Management, so a couple different options.
Okay, I'm just saying. I'm not surprised you're taking Texas, but I'll go with it. They're, by the way, 7.5-point favorites to win this one on the road. And they got Sam's seal of approval because it went to Texas as well. But still, we trust you, buddy. Thanks. The prodigal son returns to the Angels. Well, just their stadium. Shohei Ohtani still in the city of Angels, but now he's a Dodger. Back in Anaheim for the first time last night this season. And he got a warm reception when he came back.
17, Shohei Ohtani.
Wasn't overwhelmed.
Exactly 1 year ago last night, Shohei Ohtani played his last game as an Angel, and his first at-bat up was a grounder. And led to an out. So that's how his first at-bat ended, but he's got a few more coming, so let's take a look. Top of the third, Dodgers down 1-0, runner on first, Ohtani up, and Ohtani, that's the Shohei we know. Rips it down the line to right, it's gonna roll all the way to the wall, and you know he's got wheels. Miguel Rojas scores, Ohtani coming in with a triple. Fans were chanting MVP out there. Anthony Rendon having some fun with them right there. But, of course, remember, this is in L.A., so there's a lot of Dodgers fans there, too. Tie game at 1. Very next pitch, Mookie Betts delivers the base hit. Ohtani comes in easily from third. He was 1 for 4 on the night with 2 runs and a ribby. Dodgers up 2-1, but this one went to extras. So top of the 10th, Dodgers up 3-2. The Angels walk Shohei to get to Mookie Betts. 2 on, and Betts makes them pay. That is gone. The Betts cushions the Dodgers lead in the 10th. They go on to win 6-2 on Ohtani's return. And you walk Shohei to get to me. Mookie, how'd you feel about that?
Can you describe to me what those emotions that you were feeling were?
Yeah, that doesn't happen often, so I kind of black out. I just knew, they walked Show to get to me, and I was just like, all right. I mean, that's kind of what you want, but unfortunately, it went well.
Sure did go well. And you talk about Mookie Betts there, but let's talk about Shohei Ohtani with our man Buster Olney joining us now. Okay, so Buster, got to ask this. Shohei Ohtani remains at 44 homers, 46 steals on the season. Buster, 7 seasons into his MLB career, is Ohtani already a Hall of Famer?
Ryan, I think he has the achievements to be voted to the Hall of Fame already. I mean, think about it. He's already has 2 MVP awards. He did things that Babe Ruth never did as a combination position player and pitcher. He right now is the front runner to win the MVP award in the National League, although I think Francisco Lindor is building a case. And yes, there will be a day when he will make a speech in Cooperstown. But technically, he's not actually eligible yet. I connected with Josh Rawitz, the president of the Hall of Fame, last night, and he confirmed that Ohtani and every other player needs to play at least 1 game in 10 different seasons. So assuming he doesn't retire, walk away from his contract, become a full-time dog trainer, when he plays his first game in 2027, he will become eligible for the Hall of Fame.
But there's always a chance because we know he likes dogs. Still, Shohei, keep playing, I guess. All right. Hey, by the way, if Ohtani wins MVP again this season, he would join Barry Bonds as the only players with back-to-back MVPs for different teams. Buster, hang tight. We got more for you. David?
All right, Ryan, what's up, Holmes? Well, the ERA for one, blown saves for another. More trouble on the back end for the Yankees in Texas, playing the Rangers, up 4-3, bottom 9. Aaron Boone, right named Clay Holmes, who's 5th in baseball in saves, but leading everyone in blown saves. He walks Josh Smith, 2 on. Next batter, Marcus Semien. And Holmes has lost the strike zone. That's up high. Walks Semien. Bases loaded. The pitching coach, Matt Blake, dispatched to pay a visit. Tough for Aaron Boone watching this. Wyatt Langford, the Rangers' talented rookie, up. Fouls off a 3-2 pitch. Laboring in the dugout. He's seen this movie before. Next pitch, Holmes grooves it, and Langford doesn't miss. Steps all over it. Upper tank. Walk-off grand slam. The first Ranger with a walk-off granny in 16 years. That's the most in baseball. Rangers win a thriller. Topic number 1 postgame with Aaron Boone was his closer.
It's the 11th blown save for Holmes this season. Do you need to go another direction when it comes to the closer?
Well, I'm not going to answer that right now when we're raw and emotional, and we'll talk through and do what we think's the best thing.
All right, we're back with Buster. Clayton Holmes beat up enough, I guess, during the game. Aaron Boone didn't want to pile on post-game, but it is a concern right now, Buster. Is a change coming for this Yankees team?
Yeah, I believe so, David. I mean, you made reference to his body language and the sense of resignation in his voice because, look, Clay Holmes has 11 blown saves this year. That is tied for 3rd most in Yankees history, a franchise of Mariano Rivera. Here's the problem for the Yankees, though. Whoever they turn to in that bullpen, it would be an experiment with less than 4 weeks to go in the regular season. Whether it's a Luke Weaver, a Tommy Kahnle, who has just 7 saves in his major league career. The bottom line is we knew in June that the biggest concern for the Yankees going into the trade deadline was they needed bullpen help. They didn't make the trade for Carlos Estevez, who's closing games for the Phillies. They didn't make the trade for Michael Kopech, who's allowed 1 run in 15 appearances for the Dodgers. So Aaron Boone's going to have to try to figure it out with what he has.
And the upshot from last night's blown save is the Yankees right now are a half game back of the Orioles in the AL East. Buster giving us his thoughts here on the day in baseball. All right, here's something you must see. Dodgers, Angels in the 9th inning. Angels, Ben Joyce rears back and throws one 105.5 past Tommy Edman. Fastest pitch in baseball this season. Here's how it sounded.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. It was 105.5 miles an hour.
No way! 105.5.
You saw the number flash up there, 106. You thought, oh, what? Yeah, they rounded up to 106. 105.5, the fastest pitch in baseball this season, but not the fastest pitch ever.
Aroldis Chapman, 105.8. So close. So close.
Getting there. Come on. Come on, Ben Joyce.
He'll get
Step it
by
up a little bit.
He'll get it by next week.